Good morning, TikTok. We are here at 700 Milan Drive, Sparks, Nevada, at the Tesla. Many drivers here have been parked, waiting to get unloaded for almost more than 34 hours, a reset. So, the broker's charging $1,000 a day, and we're only getting $200 if the broker pay us. So guess what, guys? This is how it starts, and we're tired, man. We're tired of this. You know, work is slow. The rates are not great. So everybody is unhooking, and we're all gonna, want answers. We want answers. They need to pay us $1,000, the whole $1,000, and hey, we'll stay here 4 or 5 days. But if not, we're all going bobtail. And you know what I like about this? That no one hesitated. Everybody unhooked, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until these people here from Tesla come out.
All right, so what happened here? I'm not totally sure because we don't have all of the details. But from what I can gather, this is a driver who has arrived to his delivery, and they are delivering at Tesla. So I'm assuming that these guys are power-only drivers. What they are saying is, hey, we've arrived to the delivery, and it's some extended wait times before we can get unloaded. I think he mentioned 34 plus hours before they're being unloaded. And he says that the broker is being paid $1,000 per day. The broker is charging $1,000 per day. Now, I don't know how he knows that the broker is charging $1,000 per day. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if he's saying he went inside Tesla and somebody told him that they were paying $1,000 per day. But he says the brokers are charging $1,000 per day and paying them $200 per day. Now, I don't know if that means him and everybody else out there. I don't know if they're working with the same broker or different brokers. I don't know how that quite works out. Those details are not given in this video. But here is my question. What does the contract say? You have a carrier agreement with this particular broker. What have you agreed to? What does the accessorial policy say? It sounds as if you already agreed to $200. And now you found out that maybe the broker is making more money than you thought he was making. So how I'm looking at that, just from where I sit, that sounds like an issue to take up on another load. If I find out some great information, oh, the broker is getting $1,000 on these loads, if we happen to sit here for X amount of time, now I have a negotiating piece in my pocket. I know what they're being paid, so I might ask for the entire $1,000. And if they don't want to give it to me, then I won't move loads with them. But to take a load and then hold that load hostage because someone told you or you found out something that about the broker's pay, the broker is getting more pay, I don't think that's good business. And I also don't agree with brokers not paying carriers according to the contract. If you've agreed to pay a carrier an accessorial for extended wait times for detention on a per day basis and you've agreed to $200, then the carrier needs to get that $200. And carriers must file claims against the bond when you don't get the money according to the contract. When things don't go according to the contract, you can file a claim against that bond. Now, usually you don't have to file a claim because it's a communication issue. There's a misunderstanding, so we communicate, we talk about it, and we get that resolved, and those fees are usually paid. But now, if you have a situation where you're not getting paid, I think that's also something that you want to address with how you're doing business with that broker. Maybe you don't want to work with a broker who's not paying you according to how he's supposed to be paying you, right? If we've had discussions and this person's just not paying me properly, then it's probably not in them to pay me right. So I might want to move away from that relationship. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that these guys shouldn't protest. I don't know what the reasons are. I don't know all of the details. So I'm not saying that they shouldn't protest. What I'm saying is, how can we get to the point where we don't have to go through these situations and make it harder on you, make it harder on the person that you're working with? How can we avoid a protest? I think a part of that is taking care of business on the front end, making sure that contract's in place, making sure that we understand the contract. If we happen to find out some information later on, then we can use that information in our negotiation with that particular customer. Now, we also have to understand that that information could be incorrect that you are getting. Somebody told you that. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. So take that into consideration as well. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Certainly hope this information has been helpful. If you want to learn more about the brokerage business, I'll leave a free link in the description, and it's my 5-video series, brings you into the office with me and gives you an overview of the business, shows you how it works, shows you how we move loads. So until the next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.